We start with 1 hour chart. Just want to give a quick update. First of all, before I start the analysis, just want to give a, I mean, I received the comments that subscribers, they cannot receive the notification. That's why I just want to highlight here. We have a Telegram group, even the Twitter. Mostly I share all the links, whatever I share on YouTube, I share the links on a Telegram and Twitter. Maybe they can get the latest update from there, or even for we have a playlist on YouTube, they can search on the playlist what they're looking for, then from there they can find the latest update rather than searching in a menu page. Anyway, if we move to 1 hour chart, as we can see here, when the price within this move, we mentioned by we could have entry above the top, but as we can see, the price couldn't tag and drop. That means there was no trade, right? And as we can see here, we had a flat. We mentioned we want to see the breakout of the previous low, and then from there we can look for divergence. As we can see, the price drop, and if we refer to the indicators, we have a divergence. And mostly what I rely on, this one. This is not the RSI, this is a combination. Okay, and technically for me, if I get any reversal, I will take the trade. But how about if we move to a higher time frame? When I say the trade, I mean we are looking for buy. But as you can see, based on daily chart, the price is dropping. Now the only question is, as what we mentioned when the price was within this move, we mentioned we can expect the price to consolidate here for longer time before we get the reversal. That's why I was keep highlighting any trade based on lower time frame is a short-term trade. Okay, now we don't have anything to discuss, and the only in this case we move to forward chart, and even based on forward chart, we have been looking for this one as a flat, and exactly this is what happened. Okay, and even in my last analysis, we mentioned we getting the correction for price to drop. Now, how deep it can go? If this is the flat, technically we can expect the price to retest the previous low. Okay, then from there we can refer to the indicators, but right now we cannot, and we can put right now we can expect this one, put this one as a correction relative to this. Okay, and how deep it can go? If we put over fib here, we put 61%, almost the price is the 61%. That means if there is a continuation, the next target is the lowest price of this correction, which is somewhere around 0.075. Okay, whether we should look for buy or sell, right now we don't have any trade set up. Any correction, we have to get the correction before we take the trade. But as I mentioned, mostly we prefer to look for buy rather than sell. It doesn't mean the price cannot drop. Even may the price drop, break the previous low, but we will prefer to look for buy unless we see the deeper correction here for one more drop. And based on forward chart, we cannot rely on the indicators, okay, because it doesn't give us any information at this time. And if we move to 1 hour chart, as what we mentioned, we can expect the price to drop, and whoever get the sell within this move, at least move their stop loss to break even. And since we have a divergence, if I get any reversal, we can look for buy. But right now, we don't have any correction. That means we don't have any trade setup. We have to wait for the price to correct. If we get any reversal as a sharp move flag, then from there, if we get the trade setup for buy, we will take the trade. One thing I need to highlight here, it depends on the traders, how they take the trade. The strategy they use. But for me, if I'm looking for the reversal, if I get any trade, I see it's not moving in my direction as what I wanted, because mostly when we're looking for the reversal, we need to see the continuation as a sharp move. If I get the trade, if I see it's not moving within 2 to 4 hours, this is where I need to see whether I should keep the trade or not. Okay. Yeah, that's maybe we start to manage. If can, move a stop loss to break even and just let it go. If not, like we cannot move our stop loss in the break even, just take out the trade in a small profit, a small loss. All right. And we prefer to lose a bit rather than the price drop and it move in real against our direction. Okay, what I want to see is here, if we get any trade set up which is not moving in our direction when we're looking for the reversal, within 2 to 4 hours we have to see start to manage it. And it depends on the traders how they, what type of the strategy they use. But whatever I mentioned right now is in the general, it doesn't work all the times. Okay, sometimes maybe after 2 to 4 hours we take out the trade, then it move. Okay, anyway, we will discuss about all these things later if we get any trade set up. And as I mentioned, we will prefer to look for buy, but we need to see the reversal. And if the prices start to give us a correction, still we can look for price to drop. But any sell from now is a short-term sell, which we don't add in our analysis unless it turns to a deeper correction. Okay, And what we have right now, we can, if we get any reversal, we can take the trade. And I don't think that the reversal we get with the one is the start of the price to, I mean, start of the up move to, for the price to retest the previous stop, which is around 0.14. But again, we take the trade. If we see the reversal, we start to manage. Then from there, we can see how high it can go. In this case, we just follow the chart. As I mentioned, we prefer to, the best things is we wait to get the correction. Then from there, we can look for trade setup. And again, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or trade setup, I will share. Thanks.